Hi! Hello! It's been a while, I know. But I'm here and I'm excited for more sharing from our very special people of this world. Welcome to Waking Up with Kandy. If we don't know each other, if this is the first time we're meeting, my name is Candace and I'm a bright little shiny person. Hi. Thank you, Fox and Fawn. So cute. Thank you, Christina. So today we're gonna have our first guest that I did have, Lauren. She's gonna come back on again and she's gonna tell us some pretty cool stuff that she's been up to. So I'm excited about that. So we're just gonna wait for her to arrive. How you guys doing? How's it going? Hi, Kekstan. Looks cute, huh? I did my makeup so good today. I'm like, okay. I don't know how to do makeup or whatever, but I mean, well, I should not say that. I don't really wear it, but you know, anywho. I know, I'm excited too. So Lauren's been, she's an energy healer and she's been really deep in her business, helping lots of people. So she has some really cool stories for sure. And hi, Lauren. Okay, I see that she's arrived. Alchemy Wonder Lab. Awesome. Just gonna wait for her to request. And then we'll get to chit-chatting. Cute. Okay, let's do it. Hi, Dwayne. All right. Send out. Let's go. These nails are so cute. Okay, sorry. I'm so obsessed. Hi, Lauren.
Hello. Oh my God, we made it.
I know. She's running a little late. But you're here and you look like so refreshed. Like
Thank
not
you.
even like anything.
That's good to hear.
Hi, Aunt Cindy. Okay, so how are you doing? How's it going? How's it been going? Like, how have you been feeling lately? How's the 21st? Like, just
All the things.
all the things.
Well, today I'm feeling the energies definitely of
You look so pretty and glowing, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Must be all the light in here, maybe.
Right.
All the
No. It's
lighting
you.
inside.
Yeah, it's a light inside. Exactly.
I mean, it's been really amazing. I feel like I've been going through an integration period. Yeah, it's kind
Tell
of like
us about that.
It's kind of like a reset. I feel extra tired these days, but but it feels like a total body reset, total life reset all over again.
Interesting.
Yeah. Have you been feeling this? I mean, I don't know if anybody else is feeling these things. I mean, I know some of my other healer friends are, but it's been like a tiring few days. I think maybe the holidays, but with the 21st, there's been a lot of upgrades, and it's just kind of like my body's like, okay, we're gonna rest right now, and I'm like, no, we gotta go because I'm doing all this. I have my business that I've been building. It's taken turns since I last talked to you, like a good amount of turns, a really good turns.
I know. That's what I was saying before you came on. I was like, she's doing her energy healing business and has a lot of stories. Like, she's been working with a lot of people. Like, a lot has happened.
A lot has happened.
That was before it too. Kind of
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, I was like just starting to heal people, and now it's like, okay, I've gotten all these stories now, all these different miracles which are really cool. So I'm excited to. Well, it also gave me some perspective on what I want to do with my healing and become a little bit more focused with it. So I can't wait to share that with you too. With all right, Dwayne, the energies are hitting. Yes,
Yes. With me personally, when with full moon energy, I'm really like more lower energy. I just kind of want to sleep in or just be quiet and just rest. So that. And, you know, there's so much going on beyond, outside of us, within us, outside of us. So there's definitely a lot. And some more advanced people, they feel things ahead of others too. So that can also be why you're like, oh, well, maybe not everybody's feeling it. I mean, everyone's on their own timeline, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and also too, it's since it's the Cancer full moon,
That's
definitely a lot to do with forgiveness and healing of family and ancestral wounds. And I'm just like, I got a whole lot of those. And honestly, it's beautiful because it is literally the one thing I've been wanting to, well, I've been working on, and it's at the point where it's like, oh, this is it. This is it. On the other side of this moon, on the other side of this forgiveness, on the other healing is like a whole new world for me. Even though I'm in whole new worlds for like the last few months, like this is kind of like the root energy. Hitting, like, you know, family stability, like that's your root energy. And I know a lot of people have traumas that are within, you know, within their root. So it's literally like this moon specifically is just like, wow, it's just tiring. It's like zapping so much.
yeah.
Wonderful.
I agree. I hear you. I feel it. I've been doing a lot of shadow work myself personally too.
Yeah.
So and it's also the season for it.
Yeah.
We're in winter time too, so typically it's what happens. We go into the hermit mode. We kind of integrate things and view from the inside.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I've been doing, it's funny because I mean, I guess I'll just tell it. I'll tell it to you now.
We're here. We're ready. We're here.
Well, what I'm working on right now, like I said, I got to focus on my business and try to figure out where I wanted to go with it. Or I was just kind of doing general healings and then seeing what I kind of liked and what really, like, I guess, holds my heart.
Yeah, I was gonna say sparks your energy.
Sparks my energy, and I get so excited to do this for people. Is love blockage clearings. And love. So it's been beautiful to see people's transformations as you clear those away, and what and who comes into their lives afterwards. So it's something that I really thought, like, you know what, I really like this so much. So I ended up partnering with a self-worth, self-love coach. Her name is Stacey. And so we put together a boot camp to manifest true love in 2021. And true love, it encompasses all the things, right? Like your self-love, relationship with others, like people in your family, your friends, but also manifesting the partner for you, the ideal relationship. Oh, thank you. Who's Fox and Fawn? Hi.
It's Christina.
Hi, Christina. Yeah, so yes, it's been really amazing to put it together, and I think this is also why I'm feeling like these energies so much, because we decided, we're like, okay, we're putting this thing together. It's really amazing. We've used these techniques in our own lives before. We've seen it work with other people. So let's just eat what we're serving and put ourselves through it. Yeah. So, and that's the wildest part, because I'm on, today's day 3, and oh my gosh, like
day 3 of, okay, so when you say,
so we're putting ourselves through it, but are going to be launching it this week. Well, I mean, it's kind of already, like, there's like a soft launch, but we're gonna go a little bit harder on the marketing in the next few days. But it literally, like, we're putting ourselves through it. I'm on day 3, and even though as much healing as I've done on myself in the last few years, and more notably in this last few months, like, right, it's been a ton of healing. When I thought it was done. no, and then I was sitting there thinking, like, wow, like, this, we're putting ourselves through our own boot camp, and it's doing a number on us, and we are like, she's a coach, I'm a healer. We're like, we've been doing this stuff on ourselves for so long, and like putting ourselves through this boot camp is doing so much healing for us. And I was like, whoa, this is going to be so wonderful for other people. It's going to heal so many people. Yeah, it's wild. So like, I'm in this point where, and it's funny, it coincides with this full moon as well, because what came up for me had to do with my family. And it's literally like literally that hurdle, the biggest hurdle, you know what I mean?
The last 10 pounds or whatever.
The last 10 pounds. And I'm just like, oh man, like the hardest part, but also, again, like I said, it's getting over this hurdle is the beautiful part of it, which I don't even know what exists on that side. My ego's like, no, don't go there.
I know. There's that resistance because it wants to stay in that familiarity, that comfortable place.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're good, we're all good. And
yeah.
They know.
Yeah. My ego, don't go there. And I'm just like, no, we have to go there. And it's just this, maybe that's part of like being tired too. Just like this internal battle that's going on. It's not I don't know. I don't want to call it a battle, maybe. I want to go in that direction. But the energies are like pulling me there anyways. And as I'm doing these exercises, right? Like it's pulling me there. So there's no going back. Right?
No, really. It's true. You're just evolving higher and higher, and you just have to go through it, and you're like doing the work to do it.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting because, like you said, you thought like, oh, cool, I'm done, like I'm good, all right, I'm cool, like, you know, but you're like, oh, I'm not. So that it's so true because you really do think that, but there's so many layers and then more and more to reach up to. So yeah.
I mean, that was the wildest part to me. I was like, wow, okay, there's more. Okay, fine, we're gonna work on this. But it literally is that one thing that on the other side is going to be the most craziest, I mean, like jump.
Transformative.
Yeah, super transformative. I thought I've been transforming this entire time, right? Like this.
Well, you have been.
I have been. You're right. I have been. But this one will bring about possibly the biggest transformation.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. That's a huge thing for you. Yeah. And Dwayne says, healing family of origin and the shadow work is where freedom lies.
Yes. Actually, like that reminds me of, remember that post you did? I think it was like a story that you posted where it was like, you're the one that's healing ancestral traumas or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, it's like, and it, you know, the people that do take that on for themselves, like, and I know that I've been taking that on for myself, like this next thing is like so huge. It's going to like heal so much. It's so scary at the same time. So scary, but so good. It's gonna be so good.
It'll be a huge transformation, Dwayne says. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And especially for you too. I know that your family dynamics and stuff, it's not a comfortable place for you too. So that as well, like so you feel it. You see it, you feel it. Yeah. So that's why it's even harder, because those struggles and things that are hardest for us are those things that are lessons in life, and when we overcome them, that's when it's like even a huger shift. And
yes, oh man. And like my partner Stacey, she was like, you have to, so I'll just tell you a little bit of what I'm healing, specifically my relationship with my mother. And Stacey, she said something really crazy. She's like, you need to heal the portal through which you came. And I was like, oh my God. It's like, that's all right.
Okay.
Right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
You need to heal the portal in which you came. So meaning, well, from your mother. Is this before you told her about your mom, or?
No, we were as we were going through the challenge together, right? Like, and these things were coming up for me, and she saw it. I mean, she had already seen it actually before. She was like, okay, so I saw this come up weeks ago, but I didn't know when we were gonna like take care of this. But now it's time. It's time. And I was like, oh my gosh, it is. And it's funny because I kind of manifested this too. 3 months ago, that was like my main goal. I was like, I'm gonna heal my relationship with my mom, and I'm gonna heal my relationship with her. And the 21st, I thought to myself, how do I want to finish out the rest of the year? Like, what do I want to get done in the upcoming days? And I was like, I want to finish 2020 strong. It's been a very strong year for me. So I was like, I want to finish it stronger. And one of the things that I intended to do was really truly heal that wound. And the opportunity came up. And I was like, oh my God, this is happening. And it came through this boot camp that we put together. Like, I just never expected it to come from there. You know what I mean? So it's wild. My own healing boot camp is healing myself. So that's wild.
Of course it would. Of course
Yeah.
it would. It comes from unexpected places to like catch you, to like give you that shake. Like, we need that surprise and shake, I feel. Not when everything's always so comfortable and you expect and oh yeah, it's gonna come from here. Oh yeah, it's gonna come from there. It's not really a lot of movement. So that's why certain things happen in our outer world to like shock us and shake us into then thinking inside like, oh wow. And it's just a greater transformation when that happens. Like, isn't that awesome?
Yes, it's so amazing. I was like, okay, like this is, like I said, right? To manifest true love.
Yeah.
In the family sense. So it's cool. I'm excited. Day 5. I'm excited to be done with it and see what happens, because I know I've done these things in the past specifically to manifest partners, which I did. Like, all 3 of my boyfriends were all manifested.
Oh
And
my God.
I had no idea that I was doing that when I was younger, but I like now putting together all the steps, I was like, oh wait, I did this, this, and this to get the first guy, and I did this.
Okay, tell us, like, for somebody watching and is like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do that. Like, how would I do that? Like, a little, like, what tips what kind of little things that can you give them?
So first I would say it's about knowing what you want. And it's about the feeling, like knowing the feeling of what you want, not necessarily the things, right? Like, I did the thing. I manifested someone with the things once, and then quickly realized, like, wait a second. I don't know if those made me feel the way that I thought they were, was going to, right? So, really knowing what the feelings that, like, what are the feelings that you want to have, and intent, and actually stepping into those feelings yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And another question that I got before was, just because I had been, I said that I manifested all 3 of my partners, is that, oh, well, why didn't it work out? Like, why wasn't it perfect or ideal? And it's because I was attracting from a different vibration back then. To attract the truest partner, you have to be your truest self. And that is something that I'm still working on, right? Like, I'm still becoming my truest self. And before, in the past, it's wild because I could actually see, like, through each person where I was in life, because we're all just mirrors of each other, right? I'm attracting my mirror. I can manifest this person, but they're going to still be a mirror of who I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and and it's wild because I didn't even think to myself, like, oh, I want to manifest a partner right now, just because I'm just like kind of a little fresher off of the last one. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put myself through this and see what happens.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, it works. So I'm kind of like, oh my God, gonna work, and it's gonna be wild.
Wow. That is so what you said is so true. And
Yeah.
like I know that I know that, but it hit me differently when you said it. Like in
Yeah.
how you said it.
Mm.
And you said it in a from a place of I can't think of the word that wants to come up, but like from this different place. Like I don't know, like your
I
vibe
know
is definitely different.
I don't have a word for it either. But yes, true. Yeah. I mean, it's wild to think that it's all in your own vibration also.
Mm.
You know, like I'll just say it again. Yeah. In order to attract the truest partner, you have to be your truest self. And like to get there, I think so many people want to manifest a partner, but yet they're not wanting to do that inner work. You know, they want to do it with their partner, but really it you can manifest somebody, sure. Like you could take all these steps and manifest, but do you really want to manifest somebody who's not healed? Who has, you know what I mean? And not, and again, healing, obviously, like we're gonna keep on going. It's like this eternal
Mm-hmm.
process. But I don't know, for me personally, I want to attract somebody who's on a more healed level, which I do believe that will happen anyways because of all the inner work that I have done on myself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what this boot camp does. It makes you do that inner work in very, and I love this part, is that they're short exercises, short but potent exercises that are going to shift you quite fast, actually. So, I mean, look what it did to us. Oh my gosh, it's wild. Like, what it did to me, I was like, what? How did this happen?
Oh my gosh. Is it what you posted earlier? I think you
Yeah.
posted something from Stacey earlier. Oh my god, don't spit all over my camera. I think
Yeah.
you did, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, like I can't like to wait until like this is over to really see what's happening. If this is what's happening now." That
Yes.
was really cool.
Yes.
What is Oh, wait. Let's read what Dwayne says. When you heal old wounds and programming, you no longer vibrate and attract that familiar dysfunction in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Absolutely. That was literally the whole summer, right? Like going through, well, my summer specifically was healing all these old wounds and all this programming. And then when it really comes down to it, now we're at the root, like with mom. And I'm like, oh man, this is where it really is. And like how there's so many things when I did the exercise that's in the boot camp, so many things came up that I didn't even realize were there. I was like, what is that?
Really?
So so many things, yes. And I, again, it was just, I didn't realize they were still there. Not even still. There were things that were buried that my ego didn't even want to show me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. How did you, oh man, I was going to be like, how did you dig deep? Like what techniques? But obviously that's like the course that you're doing. And, you know,
Well, I mean,
I have so many questions. I
yeah,
have so many questions.
I could tell you a little bit, maybe like the headline like of
Okay,
what
yes.
exercise was specifically. And it was coming up with, it was cleansing and being open to receive. And everybody could say that, right? Like, I'm open to receive, I'm open to receive. You can tell yourself that so many times. But most people are blocking things in many ways. You just
Yeah.
don't even realize you are. I didn't even realize I was. And then in this exercise, it just all came up. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been blocking myself this whole time with this one thing. And it's so root level that it's blocking everything from coming.
Mm-hmm.
So as hard as I was, I don't want to say as hard because they shouldn't be hard, you know, it should be coming from like a joyful place.
But it's okay if it's hard. Like,
Yeah,
it's okay if it's like not the easiest path or it's a little struggle or there's resistance there. You
yeah,
know, it's totally normal.
yeah. It is. And my like I said, my ego was hiding it. Hiding of all the stuff, and that's right. Like I've been working on this. I've been like I as with my healer friends, like we heal each other weekly on a weekly basis, right? So like things are always coming up. We're always being with stuff, which is great, right? But only now does this come up. This very and I was like, what? It's been hiding in there. Like I had to uncover so much stuff
Yeah.
to get there.
Yeah.
And it's wild.
It's the little trigger, like Jen Edwards says, she said the little pebble in the shoe. It's
Yeah.
like not like a super trigger, like, oh, I know for sure. But it's
Yeah.
like that little pebble in the shoe that you're like, okay,
Yeah.
that's I see you. Like I feel you, I see you, like I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
But you know, that's so cool that for you it's like it happens so fast within you that it's coming up for you to see it and recognize it, and then for you to then alchemize it
Yes.
into, so that's really cool. Day 4 you said that you're on?
Day 3? Day 4.
Day
Sure.
4?
I'm on day 3. I'm on day 3.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like
How long is it?
it's 5 days. It's a camp. Yes. And it's really like we priced it very reasonably just because we were like, let's just heal the world. Let's get everybody in here and just heal the world, because it's so like the exercises are so transformative and energetically and also mindset wise. So it's like really cool. I love my partner so much, Stacey. She really takes care of those like mindset shifts. And I've been into self-development and mindset for a really long time, but the things that she's done to me, the exercises that are in this thing, I was like, whoa, okay, the shift is real. And the energy part, I have like, you know, the energy exercises I've already like been doing. So, yeah, I think maybe too, just like having so much energy, like releasing so much energy from those wounds allows those wounds to come up.
Yep.
Yes.
Definitely. And what made you, like, what was your, because you said, I love how you wanted to start your, you know, as a healer, you went to the love, the love, I forget what it's called. You got trained. You went to, yeah, everything. You became a healer, energy healer, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna start my business. Like, and you weren't even 100% into like focus as you are now, but you're like, I gotta start it. I gotta do it. I gotta act, and it will come together, and it did. And I love that because it gives people just that hope that, you know, leap. What is it? Oh my gosh, that saying, like fly and fall into your heart where you're meant to be, or something like that. Oh man,
I heard that, but I want to know the actual one now that you've said it.
It's Nancy Joy. She says it. I think I have it on my page or something, but yeah, it's just like taking that leap and just trusting that it will all align for you. Yeah,
definitely.
So you found like this, you're like, oh my gosh, like what attracted you to be like, I really want to do this for people. Like I really want to like this whole thing about love and finding a partner, or like finding that love in your life. Like that was just like, that was the spark. Like talk, like how did that come about for you?
I mean, I guess the healings that I did on people specifically to love and fertility. I've gotten some people pregnant. Yeah, it's been wild, but I think because love is so it's everything, right? It's the base of everything, and if I heal those wounds, everything else flows anyways. So I could focus on other things, right? Like life purpose or just general healings, but the love, like when you heal love blockages, you're going really deep. Like Dwayne says, in order for a tree to grow, the roots need to go deep. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, doing. Yeah, and so the transformation that I have seen in people that I've done the love blockage clearings on, it's amazing. I don't know what to say. Like the people that they've attracted into their lives because of those healings and what it's done for them. Like it's removed so many, I mean, blockages, right? Like for blockages,
Mm-hmm.
things like stress, anxiety, like the monkey brain that
The
people,
monkey brain.
yeah, like the monkey brain that you have, like people have when like it comes to love. I mean, I know myself before in the past, like I was such an overthinker. Like
Mm-hmm.
I needed to know everything. I wanted to know, like, oh my gosh, is he gonna call me? Are we gonna do something? And those are some of the things that would come up for people in the healings that I've done, and they'll report back and say things like, oh, I don't even worry about it anymore. And I'm like, oh, that's amazing. It's just gone. Like the monkey brain's gone. They're like, yeah, I'm just like flowing and like everything flow. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing that that's happening. And again, like I said, the people that are coming into their, just the reviews that I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some people who have gone from like kind of getting shit dudes. I don't want to say, like just unhealed people to people that were just like so amazing to them,
Mm.
you know, in action. I think there's a lot of women out in LA, for example, that dating is a wild scene out here. Right? It's like, are things ever truly a date? Right? Like,
Been
and
there, done that.
right, exactly. There is, I've had people reporting like, oh, this person actually asked on a date, like took me on a date, brought me flowers and chocolates and wine. Like,
Crazy. And then my follow up is like, did you like them? They're like, are you attracted to them? And
yeah,
then like a yes is like, whoa. Yeah, it's real
yeah,
rare. In California, yes. In LA, yes.
yeah.
I know, unfortunately. But that's all gonna change.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, goal, right? Like, I don't know. For me, anyways, it's if we can heal all these parts, like this, the self-love, the familial love, the like all that shit going on in there,
Mm-hmm.
everything else is a breeze, you know? I think, anyways.
It's getting there. It's getting
Yeah.
there. That I think is well, it's depends on the person. It's tough.
Yeah.
You got to really get into that mud and you got to really see it. You got to see the ugliness. You got to see it face to face. And
Hmm.
then also, it's even just taking that step.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, it's even hard just to even think that it's a possibility. Like, they could be listening and could be like, that's bull. Like, yeah, right. Like, okay, whatever. And not really trusting in it and trusting in themselves and trusting in the acceptance of the just everything and just taking that leap of faith and trusting in yourself
Yes.
and yeah, that it'll all
Yes.
come together. So it's yeah, but it's true. It does happen.
Yeah.
You're the testimony for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, the whole point of putting ourselves through it too. We're just like, let's show them what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
like I want to market this and tell people about it, but I want to show you what it's done in my life as well to show you that it's possible, right? Like, and it's cool because these exercises, oh, I love this part. It's just that they're quick. They're fun. It's not like, oh, I gotta work on this for an hour, which I worked days on my self-love, right? Like weeks on my self-love. And we're giving you all the things so that we
Mhm.
can in a week. Let's get you to another dimension at the end of the week.
I love how you're like super determined though too. You're not just like, okay, well, this is the program, and like, go ahead. You're just like, okay, what you want to work on? What would you like? Let's do it. Like, we're gonna get you there. Like,
yes, yeah.
I'm with you.
I mean, we don't want to go into 2022 being unhealed. Like, you know, like, we can either continue like having issues arise, right? Or we could just take care of them.
Sounds so easy.
It does, right? It's the simplest, hardest thing, but it's totally doable. And we already, like, me and Stacey had already done this for ourselves so many times, and now we just put it like a system. And it, you know, like I've heard it. A lot of these techniques come from so many places, but I really wanted it to be something that was quicker, because I mean, I'm not trying to put somebody through weeks, like, because that's what I did. I was, you know, in quarantine. I was just like, how do I heal myself? And just over books, like YouTube videos, everything, sound healing, sleep healing, therapizing. I was like, my best friend's a psychologist. I just hit her up all the time. So it was, I did everything. And these exercises are meant to like get you there without having to do all of that. For the next week.
Yeah. I know, me too. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Hold on one.
Yeah.
Pause really quick. Hold on.
No worries.
Morgan, I think he's there. Can you go down into the... Yeah, I can't answer. Okay, thank you. Okay, sorry.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. Meditation, all the things, everything you could do.
I know. I remember you were really busy. You were like just staying busy.
Yeah. I just wanted to. I really determined. I think I told you this the first time we reconnected again. I just really determined to heal all the things.
Yeah.
I know how much it holds people back and holds myself back, and I don't want to be held back anymore.
You have, yeah, and you have the value. You know the value in it. You know what's going to happen and how much you're going to transform by going through it.
Yes.
And again, I really love how you have that type of like that drive, like that fire. You're like for yourself and with your clients too. Like I really appreciate that. Like that's a type of quality that you want in somebody who helps you or who heals you or who, I mean, the person who does my nails, she's like OCD perfectionist. Yes. I love that. She's probably a Virgo. It's like you want these type of people in your life. Like,
yes, totally.
But, yeah.
I think that's part of like the people I want to work with also, because I think people, when they think of energy healing, they're like, okay, that's nice. Like, we'll do it one time and ooh, it changed so much for me and that's amazing. But I'm going to wait 6 months to my next one. It's kind of like saying I went to therapy once and it did everything that I needed it to do.
Yeah.
You need to go to therapy, like, and I mean, that's why they have it, right? We'll see you next week. They have, you go to therapy every week. So, I mean, healing, you don't just stop at one session. And I mean, while that's cool, like, it's not like I'm opposed to doing healing on somebody that wants one session, but I do want to work with people who are really committed to their growth and to their healing, because it's going to be so good on the other side. And I can't just like wait to be there with you on the other side,
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And it would be like, yes, like, look where we are now because of like the commitment you gave to yourself.
Yeah. and I'm sure it's so tough too, because and you know the value, you know all of that, right? But you can't force anybody to do anything.
Right.
I mean, even just simple exercises, you know, and so, but you're there, you're like, I'm here 110%.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just take my hand. And it's crazy, like that healing, like that just one healing or one session of therapy, what you're saying, it's a practice. It's something you have to constantly be doing, right? Like getting to that your center, and knowing and feeling what love is, and you know, that place, getting to that place of love. It's a practice.
Yeah.
It's every day. You
Yes.
got to put it in. So, because there's so many things in our world that gets in your field, can affect you, lowers your vibration and your energy, and you can go back again. I mean, it happened to me.
Yeah.
So, and I went, like, I lost it. I lost that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I know what it was like, and I was there, but I allowed other things and was learning some stuff. So yeah, it is. And that's what people like. Yeah, it's just a practice, something you always got to incorporate and do and work on. And
yes.
Yeah.
And that's what we show people too in the boot camp is, I mean, maybe I should drop this now. I don't know. There's going to be some bonuses. There's going to be some bonuses. So it's really about making it a daily practice for yourself, even when it's done, to help you incorporate those routines into your life in an easy way, because I don't like things that take forever. I'm not that kind of person that I'm like, I need to take 3 hours for my morning routine. Like, we show you quick and easy ways to raise your vibration first. But why wouldn't you raise your vibration first in the morning, right? Like, why go into your day and not give love to yourself first?
I know. It's so true. I'm really trying to get on my morning routine. And I know you got it. Tell us about your morning routine.
My morning routine. Well, lately I've been waking up at 5 a.m. I don't know. I know. But really it's because Stacey and I are just very determined to, like, make this the best thing for people. So my morning routine, wake up at 5 a.m. The first thing I do when I wake up is I say my gratitude on my hand. So 5 fingers, right? And I count them off. Blessed, I'm grateful for this, 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 and this. And then I have a hot lemon water. And then I meditate. And used to be I was not good at meditating. But now it's gotten, like you said, a practice, right? And since it's become a practice, I've been able to start meditating for 20 minutes. But it used to be 5 minutes. Then it became 10 minutes. Then it became 15, 20 minutes. So I meditate, then I journal my intention for the day, how I want to feel for today. Because it's like setting the thermostat on your what is it? Air conditioning here?
Yeah, thermostat, right? Yeah.
If you're setting it at 70 for the rest of the day, it's going to be 70 for the rest of the day. Or at least, like, if something tries to come in and be like, hey, let's push it to 72, you're like, no, I can come back here. I remember where my vibration is. So I set my intention for the day, and also I write down more gratitudes, more future gratitudes, like things that I am manifesting. So I'll advance gratitudes and things like, I am grateful for how many people that join this boot camp, because it's so amazing to work with all of the people who are committed to their growth, right?
You're blessing the things that you're acting as if it already is.
Yes.
It's already happened.
And then I'll learn for a little bit. So I have so many books. I love to learn so many things. So I will read or listen to a podcast or listen to Audible for like about 20 minutes in the morning. And then I'll do like a little 15-minute workout. And honestly, so I used to think you needed to work out for like an hour or do like a whole session for 30 minutes or 20 minutes. But if you do 15 minutes a day, like you'd be surprised at how your body turns out. Like, oh, okay, like this is good. I dig this. Yes, the five finger gratitude. Yes, I love it's you can't escape from your hand. It's right there. All
You can't escape from your hands. I like that. Yeah.
like just all you gotta do. You can't forget it. You're taking it with you. You might as well just say so. Yeah. So the five finger gratitude. I also ground myself in my meditations. There's a few things that I do in the meditation that are like raising my vibration, but definitely like grounding, setting my intention for the day, also connecting to source. I don't know if that's like pretty advanced, all those energy things. I do a lot of energy work in my meditation in the first thing.
Well, because you do energy work, so I think you got to really be choosing yourself first. You got to be aligned, and you have to do that so that you're not depleted. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. But it's wonderful also. Like once you have that set, it's just like the rest of the day is pretty smooth. It's not like there's not too much that can alter your vibration. You set it so high.
You know what I was thinking too? It's kind of like setting your own personal boundaries in a sense, right? So you're like, this is my intention. This is my bubble. You know, I've set my protection. I've set this. I set that. I set the tone. And yeah, if somebody wants to come in, you've already set the tone. So you've done the work. You've meditated. So you're already at the odometer level. Yeah, exactly. So you're unbothered. You can be more unbothered than if you didn't do any of that stuff and you woke up, 5 minutes before you had to clock in for work, and then you haven't brushed your teeth or done any self-love or self-care things.
Yes. Yeah. Also, like a part of my morning routine is I have a smoothie, and it's just so filled with so much goodness that it doesn't even matter. I mean, yes, it kind of does matter, but like you could eat bad the rest of the day, but that first, like intake really just does so much for you. Like brain food, radiant food. I call it radiant food. Like these foods that just make you radiate energy and also do so much for your brain moving forward. And people don't really think about that. Like what you put in also it affects so much of like what you're putting out. And I think that if people just focused on their own love in the morning, it would not only your day, but the people around you, right? Like when you're vibrating at such a high level, your vibration touches other people. It affects other people's vibrations.
Radiates out.
Yes, definitely.
And so that's why it's important for us to know and to realize that it starts here. The change in the world that we want to see starts here first. Whatever we want to see, heal ourselves, heal you. As you shine, you affect others and you affect your whole world. Yes. And I mean, it's so true. It's really true. And if you're eating, if you're not eating right and eating poorly, you're more irritable, you're not caring for yourself. I mean, it's just the whole thing. I mean, but yes, yeah.
Yes. And I love what you said about it starts with you. Because as being an entrepreneur for so long, like I've not really been able to work for other people, but part of like my mission has always been like, I want to change the world in some way, shape, or form. But as an entrepreneur, it actually starts with you. And going through all of the things that is in this, boot camp, those are all those transformations that I had to make first thing in the morning to radiate so much like love and happiness and joy and abundance and health and all the things throughout the day. Once you start realizing how much your vibration like changes other people and also the situations in your life, things you think are hard may not actually be that hard, but you're just coming at it from a different state of consciousness. When you come at a joyful state, a happy state, a peaceful state, a loving state, you're almost like, oh, that's cool. Like, oh, that happened. Like, it's not as big of a deal. But yes, like starting with the individual. So that was like another thing for this boot camp that I loved so much is that yes, like we are going to change the world by putting people through this boot camp. They think they're manifesting love. Like, yes, you will be. But really, we're really like cultivating that inner self-love. Starts. That's where it's going to change everything for you, your life, the people in your life. Yeah.
100%. 100%. It's so true. It's so true. Like when I grew up and we all hear the saying, if you don't love yourself, how can anybody else love you? You know? I never understood that. I was like, what does that mean? Like, okay, I get it, but like, what is that? I didn't really understood what that meant. But really, when you really love yourself, you're able to, receive. Because if you hate yourself, you feel like unworthy. And then so unworthy, non-deserving, horrible, hatred. It's just all these blocks. Yes. And so that person and love and like those energies and the frequencies that are like coming to you for you to receive, it's not open, it's closed. Your heart is closed.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, and you can't attract something when you're also like, I don't know, I'm trying to find the right words for this. It's like you have all those negative things, you're going to be attracting those negative, no matter how much you try to hide from them. But no, I was trying to go somewhere else with this. Like it's there's another thing I want to say, but maybe it'll come back to me.
Yeah. What you focus on. Yeah. We got it. We're in the same space. We know. You
know where I'm going. It'll come back.
Okay, so tell us. Okay, so you're doing this. Your guys are doing it first, and then it's gonna be a soft launch on the 11th.
No, that's actually when we're starting.
Okay.
So marketing wise, we've already started doing like a little soft marketing, but probably going a little hard next week.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be like how can people just like DM you or like follow you?
Yeah. So the best way is to follow me, DM me. There is also it's on Eventbrite. The name of the event is Manifest True Love 2021. So you can go a ticket from there, or you can go ahead and follow me at Alchemy Wonderlab and DM me, and I can get the information as well.
Manifest True Love 2021. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? I mean, like it rings like it's good. It's good.
Yeah. I just little it's funny because like I was like, oh, it's kind of like a little trickery, right? Because maybe we'll attract people who they're like, oh, I want to manifest my partner. But really what we're doing is healing you. Yeah, and you're gonna get that, but we're also healing you. And a lot of people don't, again, like I said, maybe don't always want to do all that work first.
Yeah, I love that because some people don't, and they want it to be quick and fast, and they're turned off by maybe a 5-week course or months or like a year. So definitely you're appealing to that type of audience that's like, okay, quick and fast. Like, why not? Like, why would I not try this?
Yes.
And yeah, who is your true love? Like, your true love is yourself.
Yes.
It's your best friend. It's like, I'm my best friend. I know myself the most. I'm going to give myself I know what I want to make myself happy.
Exactly. And as well, because like just you saying that, there's not a lot of people that know what makes them happy either. And we're gonna really get into that in this boot camp, and I'm so excited to like do that for people, you know?
Okay. Yes. And okay. So, you, do you have to be, I'm trying to think of a word other than single, but yeah, do you have to be a
No.
detached, or you can be in a relationship?
Yes. So this is for if you're single, cool, like we're doing inner work. If you're in a relationship, this will only deepen your relationship more. So it's really for everybody. When we say manifest true love, like that is also in your current relationship as well.
Okay, cool.
Yourself, your relationship with your partner, your relationship with your future partner, like
And yourself though too, right? And it's with yourself, like just deepening that love within yourself. And like you said, and like doing says, you have to do the work. So this is also, I mean, I think that's extremely important for everybody right now, is to do that shadow work. If you haven't already done it, or I mean, it's not just like, oh, one and done, okay, I'm finished, because there's that pebbles, those pebbles that's still there. So, I mean, I personally am always, I'm going to be always a student, always learning, always evolving, always growing. So yeah, and it's just a process, but that's so important, is that shadow work, and really digging and really seeing those triggers and talking to them, and then that self-love. Yeah, these are huge things, because then when you love and know yourself more and more, then you're able to trust yourself.
Yes.
So then you're able to use your discernment as it's intended, right?
Yes.
So people are like, how do I find what's true? Like, I don't even know. Well, you heard so-and-so, like a celebrity, say something and you believe them. Why? Because you respected them.
Yes.
Because you love them, right? So what about you? You got to then, okay, however you got that, and how you trusted that a stranger, you don't even know them.
Yeah.
Apply it to you. Like, okay, value yourself, respect yourself, love yourself, know what it feels like when truth is resonating in your body.
Yes.
So this is so important, this work that you're doing, and that we all should work together on.
It's
Definitely.
I'm so excited about it. It's and I think it's coming back to me. So like the thing is about attracting things, right? So a lot of people don't realize too is like when you're attracting, you can't also be blocking, and you can be blocked with your own negativity, right? So some people, so I've heard some women say, like, I really want to find my ideal partner, but they'll be like, all men are horrible, all men are cheaters, all men are liars, and it's like, well, you can't really attract. Why would you want to attract? You know what I mean? Like that. I mean, you keep speaking that into existence, and we dive deep into that as well, like really those limiting beliefs around love and around men or women or whatever, like whatever it is that you believe about what's out there.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yes. And yeah, I mean, like you don't realize, like a lot of people don't realize like that's a, like you can't do that, you know? You can't say like, it's like attracting money too. You can't and be like, I want it. Like I want, you're contradicting. And the same goes for love. You can't contradict yourself. You have to be in full alignment with what you're trying to attract.
It goes with so much, even just in what you see in the world, right? You can be saying, oh, my world is it's crap. It's nothing's good in my life. So where is it? I thought something good was supposed to happen. Where is it?
Yeah.
Well, you're only seeing your focused vision is, and that's all that you're seeing. Like, if once you allow yourself, like you said, the receiving, once you allow and you open your heart to receiving, then you're able to then, okay, oh, I see that was right here all along, but I rejected it, not knowing. Yeah, definitely.
Yes. And then
Well,
it says you'll keep attracting what needs to be healed in a sense. Yeah. If you don't do the work, you're just gonna attract somebody that is gonna make you do the work anyways. They're
that
just
cycle, that cycle. Yep.
in a nut, like the universe is just gonna keep giving you lessons through people, places, things until the work is done. And then
Yep.
that you'll repeat cycles, not doing the work is basically spiritual bypassing. Yeah, I mean, and you can't even really truly bypass, right? You think you are. I thought I would. I'll just tell you that. My last relationship, I thought I was like, cool, I'm done. We're good. I really thought I was done. Oh no. It just pulled all of the to the surface, things that I didn't want to see, things that I hid from myself. And then turns out there's more things I'm hiding from myself now, right? So it's wild that partnerships can do that, that they can totally bring out the mirror and be like, hey, look at all the things that you need to heal. So you could either heal them now, or you could go through the struggles like with, in a partnership. I personally want to heal them now.
Yeah. Me too. So then you're just stronger and you're able to just like there's
Yes,
probably a meme about that, like, blocking all the
right.
bullets or whatever.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's
definitely.
not easy, but it's extremely necessary for us all, especially right now. Especially, we've gone through a lot of stuff, and the quicker we can clear it up, the faster then we can just manifest this beauty in our life, in our world.
Yes, yeah, and it's just so the feeling is wonderful.
Yeah.
Like to wake up happy every single day is wild. Alone. Like I think I think that's such a huge thing is that if you if you want to feel love from somebody else, like why wouldn't you give that love to yourself? Like in one of the days, actually day 4. I'm excited for day 4 because it's a good one. It's a good one. I get to give love to myself, and oh, I'm excited for it. It's gonna be so good.
Damn, this sounds so good. I want to take it. Really, it sounds really good. Like, very interesting, and I'm really super intrigued too, because you're not telling me really the details that I want to know. But I guess obviously you need to do it to get the details.
I mean, all you gotta know is that on the other side of day 5 is gonna be a new you, an
Yeah.
upgrade to new you. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. Like, I'm ready. I mean, let's. I'm at that point. Yeah. Like, okay, let's see what else is here. What else is here? Okay, because I've done that bulk of that hard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Maybe there's something lingering there and hiding, and I don't even know. But
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah. And sometimes too, it like your environment, right? That you would energies,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we don't even realize that, like, say, well, I did day 3, so I just I cleared out some things, but I cleared out a lot of things with holding some energies, and you don't realize like how much your environment actually affects your own energy, like what you're bringing to the world. And once I cleared out a few things, everything feels even lighter, even easier inside, outside, and it it clears your mind, you know?
Yeah, because we're so dense, and as like those blockages and those layers that we put on ourselves through trauma and bypassing and all the stuff, programming, indoctrination. I mean, a lot of stuff. It's more and more denser and denser. We're heavier and heavier in the food that we eat, etc. So
Mm-hmm.
clearing all this stuff out, I mean, it's so crazy because it's like physic. It's actually like we feel it, and it's energetically too. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's really wild. It's like really cool, really
Yeah.
cool.
Yes. It's so, I think the last time I talked to you too, there was so many things have changed since then. Right? Like all the work, not just like in my business, but like in my world, like the things that have come to me and gone away from me actually
Mm.
by doing all this healing. And it's just it's wild to see what comes in and out when you start doing that work inside.
Yep. I know somebody that's just starting to work with the moon, and so they're going to be saying things like, I freely release whatever's no longer serving me, etc. Right? And I was like, okay, no, for reals. Like, prepare, your life will shift. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to change and shift. Like, honestly, like, for real, it's very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Very powerful. Like, I remember when I started to say it, right? I was ready, whatever it means, whatever it took.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, my life is completely different now for the better. I mean,
Yeah.
it had to happen. But
Yes.
it's so powerful. It's just because we are powerful. We're part of source. Like, we have source
Yeah.
within us.
Yes. Absolutely. And it's that letting go, right? Like like you were saying, that releasing and like things will go. It's important to just let them.
Yeah.
Let it come, let it go.
Yeah.
And
Because you block yourself more when you hold on to it.
absolutely. Yeah. And I think that there's not there's not that realization sometimes that when you're doing that work that things are going to be leaving. And when you grasp onto them, it actually makes you suffer more. And I know this totally firsthand over the last like few years. Like something trying to leave my life. And instead of like just letting it go, I was like, well, why can't I make it work? Like why can't we just why can't I keep trying for this? And at the end of the day, once it finally left, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like why did I wait for so long?
It's so true.
Yes. And then what has come to take its place, I'm like, this is 10 times better. No, not even 10 times. Way just up there, super up there. Dimension. Yes.
Wow. I know firsthand too. It's true. It's so true. And as soon as I let go and released control, it
Yeah.
came to me.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yay. I mean, we kind of did go through all the days. It's kind of in a roundabout order. We kind of discussed a few of the points that we'd be going through. But in the boot camp, there would be like actual exercises for all the things.
Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh. Detailed, I'm sure. Like, okay, so again, it's the 11th,
Yes.
7th, 11th. Of
11.
course it's 11th.
One,
Of course.
111. We're going through a portal with this one.
Woo! Okay, cool. And it's men and women?
Yeah, men and women, but I mean, I think maybe like if a guy joined, you would probably find that it's a little geared more towards women, but the exercises essentially everybody can do that. Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. I mean, we have masculine and feminine energies within all of us, so it's good.
Yeah. I would say, okay, so I would say the exercises themselves, it's still anybody can do them. Everybody should do them. You know what I mean? It's like a little bit more marketed towards totally okay. It does not mean that men can't join. And like, and honestly, if men did join, you're gonna find a lot in there, which is good to learn. Like about the feminine energies in general. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, like everyone should understand the masculine and the feminine in them.
It's even more extremely so important right now, especially as well. Like, really important.
Yes.
Dwayne says, once you get through it, there's a peace, and no matter what, you can go through anything and you'll be okay. For
Yes.
sure. For sure. Definitely. 100%.
Absolutely.
We're so much stronger than we think, than we even know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Allow ourselves to be.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That just from that, I think I don't know if I told you this, like, oh, and I did. Like maybe a few weeks into October, I
Mhm.
got pregnant, and it kind of was like not a thing to me. Everybody else was like, "Oh my God, this is so bad," and everyone's freaking out, and I was like, "I'm gonna approach this with love."
Wait, you got what? You got what?
Got into a car accident. Pretty,
Oh.
and I think maybe if that had been like 6 months earlier, it would have been a very triggering, stressful thing. I mean, it
Mm.
right? Like, but the level of consciousness that I was at that time was very like, okay, that's cool. Like the lady that was in the with me, she was yelling at me and she was just so angry, so mean. And I was just like, I'm just gonna send you love. I'm just gonna put you in a love bubble and everything's gonna be cool. And I stayed that way pretty much all the time through, and it was wonderful. I just kept that love going, and it made everything so smooth and easy, even though it was a very stressful situation. So once, like Dwayne said, that peace. I was just at peace. There was not much that could like rattle that because I had already I did the morning routine. Then it was good. I was like, okay, cool, that happened. And so many wonderful things came out of it too, which I loved. So
And
we'll
you're
get,
able to see that. You're able to see it and recognize it.
yes, absolutely. Yeah. So
Hi-
things. It's
Higher states of consciousness and higher perspectives.
yes. Yes, definitely. And somebody did tell me that one time. She was a brand new client. I've never talked to her before. When I talked to her, she was like, "It's like you're like living in the same world, but in a different dimension." I was like,
Oh,
"Oh my gosh, yeah, it's what it is. That's what it is. Like living in a different state of consciousness at this higher level is like you're just nothing touches you there. Well, especially when you're emanating like love and light, it's its own shield. Nothing can
mhm,
touch you. Like if there's darkness, if anything, you're transmuting it. Like you're turning light,
mhm,
like your light.
mhm.
Yeah.
With the doing the work and with the tools and with knowing, like, for sure,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes.
I feel that I'm, yeah. Hmm. It's pretty wild. It's hard to explain sometimes, and it can sound like unattainable to some.
Mhm.
But people, if you've been through it, you know exactly. You're like, okay, yeah, I'm not triggered. Okay, cool, that's good. I, you're able to be a witness to situations and to your emotions and to yourself. You're not your mind, you're not your
Mhm.
emotions, and you're
Yeah.
not stuck in that situation that you're unable to see anything else.
Yes. Definitely. The power of meditation, right? Like that is what it teaches you to do as a daily practice is just to be the observer. And that's literally what happened. I became the observer and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like all the things that are going on. But instead of like getting a trigger and feeling these, not to say that, you shouldn't feel out your emotions or your triggers, but it's like they're gone. It's not even,
Right.
you're just going about and like, okay, this is easy, this is smooth. And it's
Mm-hmm.
because you're like Emma, you know?
Mm-hmm. So true. So true. Okay. I have a 1 minute left.
Okay. Well, well, thank you so much for having me on, Candace. I love you. I love everybody.
I hate to. It's so abrupt.
No, well, it's okay. Totally fine.
It let me go over, so it was cool.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for having me again. I'll share all the details with you soon. And it will be definitely like you can go ahead and, like I said, you guys can search for it, Manifest True Love 2021 on Eventbrite, or you can follow and DM me, and I will give you all of the info.
Yay! Thank you, Lauren, so much. I'm so happy to see you just like emanating and glowing even more than you were before. And I know just more amazingness is going to come for you. Thank you for sharing so much with us. I really appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too. Have a beautiful night. Everyone have a beautiful night. Thank you for coming.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye.